Hi everyone, welcome back to the weekly Forex forecast for the week starting March 10th through March 15th, 2025. In today's video, I'll start with a quick recap of last week's trades, showing you exactly what I traded and why. Then I'll break down my analysis for the upcoming week. So let's get right into it. Starting off with last week's recap, I decided to include this segment because last week I was expecting higher prices on the dollar, which clearly didn't happen. Instead, we saw a significant sell-off throughout the week. Now, to most traders, that might look like a rough week, but for me, it was actually one of my most profitable weeks in recent memory. Let me explain why. Initially, I was looking for longs from this daily fair value gap. You might be wondering, why were you bullish at that particular daily fair value gap? Here's the reason. On the monthly chart, price respected this fair value area very nicely last month, forming a candle with a long wick at the bottom. So, coming into March, I anticipated higher prices targeting this monthly swing high right here. On the weekly time frame, the price action wasn't very clear, but dropping down to the daily chart, we had this candle close above this high, leaving behind a bullish fair value gap. My plan was simple. I expected a retracement into this daily fair value gap, then higher prices from there. However, as I emphasized in my previous weekly forecast, you always need to confirm these higher time frame setups by dropping down to lower time frames to see how price reacts. So let's move into the 4-hour time frame and see what actually happened. When price retraced into our daily fair value gap, we saw an unexpectedly strong bearish reaction, forming a bearish 4-hour fair value gap inside our bullish daily fair value gap. After noticing this bearish momentum, I immediately required additional bullish confirmations before considering long trades. That's exactly why I mentioned in my free Telegram channel that I needed to see a clear bullish 4-hour fair value gap to frame potential longs. But as we can clearly see, that bullish confirmation never appeared. Instead, price continued lower, eventually breaking and disrespecting the daily bullish fair value gap. Once that happened, my bias shifted completely. At that point, it became clear the market was targeting this swing low right here, and eventually these lower levels as well. And that's exactly how the week unfolded. A massive sell-off. I was able to capitalize on this move by trading GBPUSD, securing a solid 2R win on Tuesday, followed by another 2R win on Wednesday. The key takeaway here is to never get attached to your original bias. Always stay reactive and adapt to the current market conditions. Now, moving on to this week's forecast, we'll first check the economic news calendar. On Monday, there's no high-impact red folder news, so no trading for me. On Tuesday, we have some USD news, but again, I'll sit that out because the highly important CPI news is scheduled for Wednesday. For this upcoming week, I'll be actively hunting pips from Wednesday after CPI news through Thursday and Friday. Analyzing the dollar index DXY on the weekly time frame, it appears price is clearly targeting this swing low right here. Moving down to the daily time frame, we have these bearish fair value gaps above current price, so we might see a retracement into those areas before continuing lower towards our weekly swing low target. Overall, I'm bearish on the dollar for this week, and since my bias on the dollar is bearish, I'll be looking for longs on XXX/USD pairs and shorts on USD/XXX pairs. That's all for today's forecast. If you haven't joined my free Telegram channel yet, make sure to check it out using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.